Hari Pranams Mataji, and to you all dear devotees. Hari in Gaur Katha, it just feels like, it not just, we are here only 20 minutes. This is a subject matter of 20 hours a day. Only for 20 minutes. In the nectar also, there are different kinds of nectars. The nectar that is really yummy, but is so immediate effect of rescue. Is Chaitanya Katha. Very immediate effect of rescue. Rescue effect. Immediate rescue effect. So, very yummy and very immediate rescue effect. Chaitanya Katha. कुछ करने का नहीं, just ऐसा. Here the Chaitanya Katha. Mango gets ripened, and then when we hear about Kṛṣṇa, everything just sits in the heart. Simple. That's it. That's it. So simple. Oh. So, yeah, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The thing is, simple for simple heart, It is simple, really simple. So, a bhakti, there is aparavichar, paravichar. Generally what happens is, anything related to Bhagavān, Bhakti is all about Bhagavān, right? So it is Bhagavad Shakti, and Bhagavad Shakti has its potency and its mercy. And that's what Bhakti is about. But a conditioned soul, means the jivas, with a big cloud in the head, doesn't see the sun, though the sun is shining bright. Though the sun is shining bright and it's the sun rays that is illuminating everything, everywhere, a conditioned soul, when the cloud is thick in the head, cannot see that reality, cannot see the sun, cannot see the illumination around. It just sees everything very dim. When it is so cloudy, so what we see is a dim day, not a bright day, right? So initially, I don't even want to say initially, because when a soul is really ready, there is no initially, there is no middle, there is no end. When a soul is ready, things happen just so, like this. Kalena nāti dirghena Bhagavān vishyate hridi. When a soul is ready, not initially, when a soul is ready, then the cloud will be gone. When we say initially, we think, I'm starting bhakti now. After say maybe few days, few months, and when I go on and on and on like this, then maybe it will thin out slowly. No, it doesn't have to happen like that. And when hearing happens, just because we hear, changes doesn't have to happen. What kind of hearing are we doing? Are we hearing with that kind of faith? What we are hearing, yes, is sweet will. This is my Amrita Varshini. This is going to bring the change in me. This will give me Kṛṣṇa. That kind of hearing. Yeah. Not just hearing, but what kind of hearing are we doing? Then the cloud will get thinned out. That's how it gets thinned out. So what happens is, when there is this thick cloud in the head, even if it is Bhakti, which is Bhagavad Shakti, we tend to understand it with our thick cloud in the head. What other choice? What other way it can happen? That's the only mind that is available, which is so cloudy, thick head. So we tend to understand like that. And that's why it feels difficult, it looks difficult, like that. But the bhakti is to be seen from a Bhagavata's perspective, not from a conditioned soul perspective. When we see bhakti from a conditioned soul perspective, that's not bhakti, that's a distorted one. That is not bhakti. If bhakti is to be understood, it is to be understood, and it is to be seen from a Bhagavata's perspective. That is tattva vichar. Like that. So that is tattva vichar. That's one thing. What we are hearing every day is that is the tattva. Tattva is the Bhagavata's perspective. Like that. And second thing is, as long as his voice in the head is loud, bhakti, it is not easy. Nothing is easy in the world. Even going to the job is not easy. Even talking to the people is not easy. Even just being by oneself is not easy. Nothing is easy. Bhakti or not, when the voice in the head is loud, nothing is easy. Everything is chaotic. This noise in the head, that can only be counteracted, quietened by the Vani of the sadhu. Shastra is there, but sadhu Vani, which has both Shastra and then Karuna on the souls. So the noise in the head can only be quietened by the Vani of the sadhu. And this Vani of the sadhu makes us sit in the Nāma of Bhagavān. So it's only the Vani of the sadhu and Nāma of Bhagavān that can quieten this noise in the head, nothing else. This is why Srila Bhakti Siddhanta said, you should beat your mind with the broom in the morning, with the broomstick in the morning, and with the shoe in the night. He said something like that. It means, what is that broomstick? What is that shoe? Acharyas explained. Beat it with Hare Kṛṣṇa Mahamantra. Acharya, when they're speaking, beating the mind with Hare Kṛṣṇa Mahamantra, that can be done. But the tattva behind what the Acharya Vani is that Mama Maya Duratyaya, the noise in the head is, and there is nothing in the world that can quieten cut down the volume or quieten that noise. It is only the sadhuvani that places us in the Nāma. That we have to understand. So we can save the time when we can go for the immediate rescue. So we don't waste our time and we don't go through the pain unnecessarily. Like that. That's about the cloud in the head, the noise in the head, and how the cloud in the head is thinned out by the Vani of the sadhu. Noise in the head is quietened by Vani of the sadhu that places us in the Nāma. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Then everything becomes Krishna's. Everything is Krishna's. Everything is seen Krishna's, as Krishna's. Like that. And the fortune of Raghunath Das Goswami. See here, Raghunath Das Goswami, when Nityananda Ram blessed Raghunath Das Goswami, the Sandhini Shakti, the existential principle is the supportive principle. See, when we are standing on the ground is existing and the ground is supporting us. Ground is supporting us to stand like that. So Sandhini Shakti is like that. It's an existential supporting principle, nourishing principle, like that. So Nityanandaram, it's a Nityanandaram, the flow of Sandhini Shakti that carried Raghunath Das Goswami to Jagannath Puri. To Jagannath Puri and placed at the lotus feet of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. It's the same Sandhini Shakti, the existential supportive principle, and that has that acted through Raghav Pandita, through Advaita Acharya, and now through Swarupera Damodara. It's the same potency. This is why in most of the Gaudiya literature, it is said Hari Guru Vaishnava Seva, because it's difficult to delineate Guru and Vaishnava with a clear line. Difficult to delineate Guru Vaishnava. See, like in this case, Nityananda is the Guru. And the Vaishnava, Advaita Acharya, who initially made possible for Raghunath Das Goswami to get darshan of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and then Raghav Pandita, and now Swarupa Damodara. Are they Vaishnavas or Gurus? If Nityananda is the only Guru, then these three are considered Vaishnavas. But it's Guru-Tattva, the flow of mercy of Nityananda is flowing through them. That's the Tattva. Like that. So, for Raghunath Das Goswami, Advaita Acharya, Raghav Pandita, many other devotees, yes, they help, but he is called Swarupera Raghu. They like that. This is the beauty. Everything, this is just so, happens so naturally in Bhakti. We were hearing about Kramahina Shravana Dasa, Kramashuddha Shravana Dasa, Varana Dasa, Smarana Dasa, Bhavapanna Dasa, and Prema Sampatti Dasa. These are different states in Bhakti. Yeah. Initial stages, and as the journey goes on, the further stages. So, Kramahina Shravana Dasa to Kramashuddha. Yeah. These are all natural. They happen naturally, dear devotees. See, for example, when somebody comes into Bhakti, then they have to get some idea about Bhakti. So they hear hear something from here and there, because they're trying to understand what this bhakti is, like that. So, like that, initially, there will be hearing here and there, here and there, here and there. So, mercy from everywhere, little bit here and there, here and there, here and there, like that. But when the soul is getting more sincere and serious inside, then that will naturally lead to Kramashuddha Shravanadasa. Naturally. And one would naturally drawn to a specific source, want to hear like that, very naturally. You cannot stop them from doing that, and you cannot force them. You cannot force somebody who is very inquisitive and just want to get everything from everybody, everywhere. You cannot force that soul, which is just starting, to stick on to only one source of hearing. You cannot force, because the mango isn't ripened yet. It will eventually, but you cannot force somebody. It's very natural. So they should continue whatever they are able to get from anywhere, everywhere, whatever is helping them, they should continue naturally. Bhakti Swabhaviki, they should just continue that. They cannot artificially say, okay, I will just only hear only, no matter how I feel, I will hear only. It's not like that. It's Bhakti is not forceful. Because Kramashuddha Shravanadasa is, it's not like no matter how I feel. The soul feels only one thing, very strongly gets attracted to a specific source. That's how the soul feels naturally. When that mango is ripening like that, naturally, that is Kamashuddhi Shravanadasa. So there is zero pressure. You cannot stop it from happening. You cannot force it to do like that. So these are all very natural. So from Krama Hina to Kramashuddhi Shravanadasa, and then comes the Varanadasa. Varanadasa means belongingness, acceptance, Tavaivasmi. That is, mango is pretty ripened actually by that time. It's just because I say it and I try to forcefully think it, remember it, do it. That is not Varanadasa. Like, the mango doesn't think, okay, now I am ripened. I am ripened, I should look yellow. I should try to smell very aromatic. It doesn't think like that, mango. When it is ripened, it's just obvious. The skin turns yellow, mango skin, and then sweet aroma comes out. That is Varanadasa. Varanadasa is like that, accepting. There is acceptance, means there is specificity there. Yeah. So, Raghunath Dasa Goswami, Varanadasa, accepted by Swarupa. So that's why he is Swaruper Raghu. That's it. When that state is there, Varanadasa, it's only a matter of short period of time that the Smaranadasa and Bhavapanadasa will come. Exactly as happened to Raghunath Das Goswami. So it is like this. It's very natural. It's not like an hierarchy. We don't see bhakti like an official hierarchy in a corporate setting. No. In Vrindavan, Shri Radha Kṛṣṇa are there, and the Sakhis are there. And for each Sakhi, the Manjaris are there. Like that. Seva to Shri Radha and Kṛṣṇa happens in a specific manner. what is to be served to Bhagavan, Lord Krishna? Only Bhagavan knows about himself very well. That Bhagavan is Srimati Radharani. Bhagavan is Lord Krishna. But the Ahladani Shakti of Bhagavan, that is giving pleasure to the Lord, is also coming from Bhagavan, that is Srimati Radharani. So only she knows. How can Bhagavan be happy? And all the Sakhis, they are all extensions of Radharani. So they provide everything necessary to Radharani to see that Bhagavan is happy, Ahlada, happy. All the manjaris are there. So they are like Swarupe Raghu. Each manjari belongs to a Sakhi like that. So they just do what the Sakhis say. This is what happens in the transcendental world with the divine couple. As what is happening here in Chaitanya Charitamrita. So, yeah. This is Bhakti. This is Bhakti. So, very much living, very natural. When we see what is given to us, hair stands on end. What's happening there in Goloka? What happens in the spiritual realm? There can be here too. It's a spiritual realm. Goloka is eternal, internal, spiritual realm. So the reflection of that, the precursor to that realm, is clearly heard and seen in Chaitanya Leela. And this is the kind of bhakti that we are given. Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Srila Prabhupada, our Gurujana, has placed us in this bhakti, where bhakti operates in this way, in this pattern, in this specific, with these mellows. And that's where we are placed. That's the kind of bhakti we are given. That's all. That's all for today. There is so much more with Swarupera Raghu. And it unfolds. It unfolds as we read more. Very beautiful. So beautiful. So beautiful. Not only so beautiful. I mean, this is unbelievable mercy when Kṛṣṇa Bhagavan comes as Chaitanya Bhagavan. What is given to Jiva, what is made available to Jiva, is unbelievable. This mercy, unfathomable. And that's one thing. The fact that each one of us, we are given this mercy, we are part of that mercy, makes us feel unconscious. Yeah. So what we have heard, Bhakti is Bhagavad Shakti. It is to be seen as Paravichar. But when the cloud in the head is big and thick, it is difficult to see and hear Bhakti as it is. When the noise in the head is loud, we can't really hear what is coming clearly. So the antidote for that thick cloud is the Vani of the Sadhu. And the noise in that head, antidote for that is Vani of the Sadhu placing us in the Nāma. Yeah. That we heard. And then the Nityananda, the existential principle, which is Adhara Shakti, supportive principle, is Sandhini Shakti. How Nityananda Ram's mercy is has come. Yeah, that's Advaitacharya and Raghav Pandita, many other devotees, and specifically now Swarupe Raghu. So Adhara Shakti, Sandhini Shakti. That's why Hari Guru Vaishnava Seva. Very difficult to draw the distinction between Guru and Vaishnavas. Actually, as our heart is purified, we see Guru in everyone. How everybody is sent by Guru, how everybody is Guru, like that. Difficult to draw the distinction, Guru and Vaishnava. Having said that, you clearly know where the fountainhead is, where is the like the Nityananda Ram Shri Guru is there, but the mercy comes through the Vaishnavas. That's why Hari Guru Vaishnava Seva. And Swarupera Raghu. Yeah. So how generally for a conditional corporate mind, everything is just seen and perceived as an hierarchy, power, control, like that. Because whatever we have in mind, that's how we see things outside and perceive outside. Right? Bhakti is not like that. So whatever is happening in the spiritual realm, with Sri Radha and Kṛṣṇa, that is happening here in Gauralila, that is not a hierarchy thing. So that's what we heard, and that we are the mercy that comes with Chaitanya Bhagavan is unfathomable. See, when Lord Krishna came, and the mercy was still up to Sarvadharma and Parityajya, and it was left to these conditioned souls to figure out what is our dharma and what is that Sarvadharma and Parityajya. That's all. The mercy was only that much. But when the same Krishna Bhagavan decides to come as Chaitanya Bhagavan, the mercy is this is the mercy. Spiritual realm is just spread out right here. And we are given entry into that. That's the mercy. That's all. That's all, Mataji. That's all, dear devotees. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Thank you for bringing out the point that what has been given to us, how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has brought the spiritual world here, and by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Janas, the same thing has been given to us. And explaining the seva of Hari Guru Vaishnava, how the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu comes through Vaishnavas. Thank you so much for that. The devotees, anyone has any other point or any questions?
Hare Krishna, Mataji, my pranams to you.
Pranams to you, Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji, it's like in the today's verse, it is very explicitly mentioned that though we know we are in the network of Maya and have been suffered a lot, but still, as like also as a worm in the stool, it cannot get out on its own.
Yeah.
So only it requires the mercy of the Guru and the Vaishnavas. Otherwise, so it is very difficult. So we are very much dependent on the mercy of the Vaishnava.
Actually, Prabhu, Yeah, you're right, very difficult, but it is said it is impossible actually. It cannot otherwise happen on our own. Nothing from our own can put us out from the dirty situation. It has to come from Guru, specifically Guru, but as we are hearing in this setting, Guru and Vaishnavas. Yeah. Yes, Prabhu. Yeah. True, Prabhu. True. It's not one's own knowledge. It's not one's own strength. It's not one's own chanting. It's not one's own austerity. It's not one's own inspiration. Nothing of one's own. Especially through the instruction of the Guru. Especially instruction of the Guru. And when the instruction of the Guru comes, depending upon how ready the soul is, how open and simple the soul is, sometimes the Guru is not on the planet, not directly present in front of us, but the Guru uses the Vaishnavas. And then for the soul, it will be very clear. This is the instruction of my Guru. And he just chose this Vaishnava. It will be very clear for the devotee. I like that. So when we say instruction of Sri Guru, it can be direct for the soul those are really ready and could see that it is an instruction coming directly to them. It is as direct as that. And in other cases, it can still be very direct perception through a Vaishnava. Oh, so my Guru is not present here physically in front of me, but this is from my Guru. That is undeniably the soul would know. I like that. So that's what we mean when we hear instruction of Guru coming directly or through a Vaishnava. That the soul would know. Yeah, soul doesn't have to struggle. If the soul is struggling, then the soul is still in the process of purification. A purified soul would just know like that. Instruction of a Guru coming directly or through a Vaishnava. Yes, Prabhu. That's the only way that can pull us out of this dirty situation. Very nice. Yes, Prabhu. Thank you. Thank you.
Any other question or comment, dear devotees?
If you can go with the shloka.
Yes, Mataji.
Kṛṣṇa Mataji, just quickly.
Yeah.
I just want to say, please accept my pronouns, first of all. Pronouns to all dear devotees. Mataji, this was really deep. I just want to appreciate it, and that's thank you so much for this. Every word is hitting really hard. Like past few days, it's just emphasize on Bhagavata and how the sharing of Bhagavat, whatever you have to do to be in their sharing, and that Bhagavat actually gets you there because Guru and Kṛṣṇa are doing, but that Bhagavat plays a very important role. That's what I'm understanding in few sessions, and thank you for that. And recognize the Bhagavata in your life I think, is the key.
Yeah, the key is right now, initially, we recognizing Bhagavata is to do with the purity of the heart. Unless we have purity within us, we will not be able to recognize them. That is in the initial condition. So initially, whatever is getting us closer to Kṛṣṇa, whatever is giving us the strength and inspiration and the nourishment, that is getting us in that direction to Guru and Kṛṣṇa, that's what we hold on to, Mataji. And slowly, as the heart gets purified, then more personal details will be revealed down the road when we get purified. But up until then, we just hold on to whatever the channel, wherever it is from, whoever that Vaishnava is, ISKCON is big, Prabhupada family is big. So wherever it is coming from, clearly, if we are able to survive and sustain and breathe with whatever is available right now, we simply hold on to that, and the mercy will take further and reveal more and more in details. So what we are getting here is from the pure devotees only, the Acharya Vani and our Gurujana. So that's what we are getting. Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji. I mean, for me, you are that Bhagavat. And thank you for being there for all of us. And your constant presence is very important, and it's all we need.
Yeah, Mataji, what's happening is you're all such sincere souls. Your sincerity is heard. The Kṛṣṇa is in the heart. Chaitya Guru, the Guru-Tattva is also in the heart. So that Guru-Tattva is sitting in your heart and seeing your insincerity and making these arrangements. So what you are feeling is for that Guru-Tattva that is there in your heart. I am just a piece of trash, just engaged in this seva, but all that you have is towards that sacred Guru-Tattva in your heart. So we just continue to receive the mercy as it comes. That's all, Mataji.
That's humble, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Thank you, that's the reality. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. ठीक है ना श्लोका?
Yes, Mataji.